come on, Matt, you started this booktube channel because you want to be fresh and vibrant. You've got to come up with something new. Come on, ideas. Come on. I've got an amazing, totally original idea. Nobody's done it before. But I'm gonna need a bigger knife. Hi guys, my name is Matt, also known as Miggins on Twitter, and this is my channel, Hobberhole Books. And today I am bringing you some of an awesome book haul that I just got. This is going to be my physical book haul, and later on I will be covering my digital book haul, which is a little bit more extensive. I'm very excited to be sharing with you these. Well, there's 3 books of these and then 5, so 8 if I can do basic math, which you'd think I'd know considering my dad is an accountant, but I don't really know. You can see the cogs whirring.
Boom! 2 + 2 is 4, -1, that's 3, quick maths.
I'm very excited. Without further ado, here we go. I'm not actually sure which one this is, so I'll just open these. Let's see. Oh, I don't need the knife yet. Jordan, if you're watching, don't worry, you don't have to have a heart attack to open this bad boy. Well, actually, I might need the knife, so here we go. Time to whip out the knife. Now, if you didn't watch my last unboxing, there was kind of a joke about the knife that it was kind of dangerous because it was a big knife, and a couple of people commented, so I thought, you know what I should do is find a bigger knife. So I'm house sitting for a family friend, and I found a bigger knife. So here we go. Alright. Oh no, it's sticky. Right. Oh my goodness. Oh, hello. It's like past the bloody parcel. I don't know what that was. Someone's just thrown this in there. The National Trust. You know what? If you go to Lake District, it saves you a ton of money on parking charges. It's a great thing if you're in the UK and the National Trust. Support it. If you're in the US and you don't know what that is, still join the National Trust. It's awesome. But I don't know why someone put their mail in my book. Okay, so the moment of truth. We have got The Ships of Merior by Janny Wurts, which is book 2 in the Wars of Light and Shadow. And I got it to match my other cover, which I'm going to be starting this month. This one looks a little shorter actually. I think this book finishes about 700 pages exactly. So this one's a little bit shorter. So this is the start of the second arc. So if you don't know the Wars of Light and Shadow series, they kind of have arcs. And the final book is coming out this year. Book 1, Curse of the Mistwraith, is kind of like one whole part on its own. And then books 2 and 3 are another what they call arc. So it's all one giant story, but somehow they're kind of... Well, I think what happened with 2 and 3 was that it was too big to put into one book, and originally they were published as one book, and then since then they've been split, and so the series has kind of been split into these arcs, because as you can see, these are some chunky boys and girls, you know, no sexism on this channel. Yeah, I'll read you a little bit from the back. Continuing Janny Wurts' spectacular new fantasy epic. New when it was in like 1990, but thank goodness, thanks to Philip Chase, a few others that are going to be reading it this year, there seems to be a resurgence, and on Reddit as well. I won't actually read this because it seems quite spoilery, so but I will say Stephen Donaldson, if you know who he is, Riffraw Cycle, I think, he says It ought to be illegal for one person to have so much talent. And if you listen to Janny, who speaks with such eloquency in interviews, and hear her passions, I mean, she's not just an author, she's an artist. She makes the covers. This is the old covers, but the new ones, I believe, she designs and makes herself. She's a horse rider, outdoor person, and someone who loves the outdoors. That really speaks to me. If you just hear her and her passion for humanity and her compassion for other people, and using her books to talk about the world in such a beautiful way, I can't wait to start reading Curse of the Mistwraith. Although, spoiler alert, if you see my mood reader video, I did actually start the Curse of the Mistwraith before I read about 3/4 of chapter 1, because I was a typical mood reader. Number 2, right? What's this one? I've got an idea what this might be. I know what this is. This is a book that's been going around on BookTube. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh! You're gonna have a heart attack with this, aren't you? This is a book that Jimmy Nuts has been shouting out. Patrick Leo's recently reviewed. It seems like everybody's reading this book at the minute. Andrew's Wizardly Reads, I believe he's read this. Maybe not, but it's been going in his Discord, in the Wizardly Duo Discord. And I was right. It is The Grace of Kings by Ken Liu. And there's just that little bit of paper there. There we go. So this is another chonker. You can probably tell I like them. This is it's only 618 pages. It's quite filled, the pages, but yeah, I will read this one because this is the first book in the series. So, Emperor Maipedere was the first to unite the island kingdoms of Dara under a single banner. But now the Emperor is on his deathbed. His people are exhausted by his vast conscriptive engineering projects, and his councillors conspire only for their own gain. Even the gods themselves are restless. A wily, charismatic bandit and the vengeance sworn son of a deposed duke cross paths as they each lead their own rebellion against the Emperor's brutal regime. Together, they will journey to the heart of the Empire, witnessing the clash of armies, fleets of silk-draped airships, magical books, and shape-shifting gods. Their unlikely friendship will drastically change the balance of power in Dara. But at what price? The Grace of Kings is the debut novel by Hugo, Nebula, and World Fantasy Award winner Ken Liu, and the first in a monumental new epic fantasy series. Guys, this is just, I've heard such good things about it. It's based on like Chinese history, so it's kind of like historical fantasy fiction, and I just hear such amazing things about the prose and the way that the kind of points of view that it goes from, and honestly, I don't know too much going into it because I think there's a lot to be spoiled, so it's kind of, the reviews have been kind of vague, but they've definitely been hyping this one up for me, so this is definitely on immediate TBR. Now this is one that I've had on my TBR for a while as well. This one's easier just to open, and I'm so excited to have it. This is another, if you know me, you know I really want to start reading heist fantasy. I love heists. If you haven't seen the Netflix show Heist, great show. And I've actually got Lies of Locke Lamora, but I haven't read it yet. And so I decided to add to my collection with Among Thieves by M.J. Kuhn. Now, MJ seems like an awesome person. I've watched her interview with Fanfight Addict, and she just recently announced the sequel, which I believe is called Thicker Than Thieves, which is exciting. And you know what? For a hardcover that's I bought this second hand, this is really good. It's basically new. So, published by Gollancz, good old Gollancz. Who needs friends when you have axes or knives? Huh? Rhaegar the Butcher Cortello has earned a reputation as the quickest, deadliest blade in the city, not to mention the sharpest tongue. But Rhaegar Cortello is not her real name. A deadly secret has kept Rhaegar in hiding, running from city to city, doing whatever it takes to stay one step ahead of the formidable guildmaster, sovereign ruler of the 5 kingdoms. But even the most powerful men can be defeated. One last impossible job is all that stands between Rhaegar and her freedom, but the Butcher can't do it alone. She'll need to team up with the Saints. A crew of uniquely skilled miscreants, smugglers and thieves can carry off a death-defying heist into the most tightly guarded island in the kingdoms, the Guildmaster's stronghold. Unfortunately for Rhaegar, her new allies are nearly as selfish as she is, and they all have plans of their own. MJ Kuhn's thrilling fantasy debut is a high-stakes heist novel set in a gritty world of magic and madness. Guys, if you love heists, what are you doing? Get this book. MJ is lovely. I've had a couple interactions with her on Twitter, and I mean, this seems right up my street. I know Dom from Dominish Books, you know, he liked this. He's got a great review for this. There's quite a few people I've heard about this from. I am very, very, very excited. And here we go. The moment I've been waiting for. Let's get into this. This has literally been sitting there. So these books came a couple of days ago, and I couldn't film it because I needed a space on my own to film it. And I was waiting for these books to come. They came today, and it's been tempting me all day. Right. Here we go. The moment of truth. And the moment of truth isn't opening the books. I think the moment of truth is finding out, will I end up in the hospital with this knife? Right. Oh no, I had to split it down the middle. Nicely packaged. And
oh yes.
Yes. Boom, boom, boom. Red Rising, everybody. These ones, I'm excited to get these ones because I have this thing, right, where I'm like, bigger books, I'm like, they must be good because they're bigger. I don't know why. Anyway, I am very excited. I will link to a couple of reviews down below. Mike's book reviews, why you should read. And the most important factor in my decision was probably the Fantasy Files podcast, who I will link their Red Rising video down below. They told me about how awesome it was, how it had epic battle speeches, which is something I've been looking for. Like, we're in fantasy where we have Lord of the Rings. Where are all the epic battle speeches, everyone? Maybe I just haven't read widely enough, which is probably true. So I'm very excited. I mean, everybody and their rabbit has heard about Red Rising at this point, but to have all 5 books in the series, I'll link the thing in Amazon down below. It's like, well, actually I didn't get this from Amazon. It was actually a couple, I got it, I can't remember where I got it from. It was because it was like, oh no, maybe I did, no, I think I got it on eBay because it was like £2 cheaper on eBay from a book company. Anyway, there we go. Boom. Ooh, new book smell. Red Rising number 1. Number 2. Number 2. Numero 3. Cuatro. Hopefully my Spanish GCSE coming in handy, which I probably got that wrong. I'm so sorry if I got that wrong. Yes. There we go. Number 5. Very excited. Let's look at. I've never actually read the plot of this. This is a short book. This is only like 382 pages. That's, yeah, you could read that in a couple weeks probably. The Earth is dying. Darrow is a Red, a miner in the interior of Mars. His mission is to extract enough precious elements to one day tame the surface of the planet and allow humans to live on it. The Reds are humanity's last hope. Or so it appears until the day Darrow discovers it's all a lie, that Mars has been habitable and inhabited for generations by a class of people calling themselves the Golds. A class of people who look down at Darrow and his fellows as slave labour, to be exploited and worked to death without a second thought. Until the day Darrow, with the help of a mysterious group of rebels, disguises himself as a Gold and infiltrates their command school, intent on taking down his oppressors from the inside. But the command school is a battlefield, and Darrow isn't the only student with an agenda. That sounds pretty awesome. You know, I've heard people dismiss it as like, ugh, it's Hunger Games, but you know what, like, I kind of liked Hunger Games. I'm not that into YA, so, but I heard it gets kind of grimdark, the later books. Oh, it's kind of got a little, thing on there, little liquid, but I don't know, little moisture, I guess, from the packaging. That is what it is. But this is probably the most excited I've been for a series for a long time. And especially like one that they're not that long, so you can get through this in a couple months probably. But I think this is one of my favourite book hauls ever, because I kind of got a bit of everything. I've got the second book of Wars of Light and Shadow, so I can just continue to go right into that the next month whenever I finish that. I've got a book I've been looking for a while, a book that's come up, and a book that's been highly recommended to me, and I got it all for a really, really fair price. So I'll put links down below to all the books, the authors' Twitters, to book reviews and things. But this book haul is kind of going on a little bit long, so I'll probably do my digital book haul in a separate video. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying with me through the chaos, the madness. We love it. That's what this channel is all about. Thank you for subscribing, and please like and comment down below if you really like the video. I'd love to hear what's the book that you're wanting next on your book haul the most. What book out of these do you think I should be the most excited for if you've read them? And what book should be next on my to be brought list? What should I add to my Amazon wish list? So once again, thank you guys for watching. All my socials and things will be down below, and all my Amazon wish list and things like that. I'm really, really grateful for every little bit of support that you guys give me, and I'm glad that you're here along on this journey with me. Thank you for giving me the time, and I'd love to interact with you on Twitter or comment down below. And before I ramble to my death, we'll end the video here. See you next time on Hobbit Whole Books. Thank you.